So here's one of the questions at the heart of Le Mans 66. Ford v Ferrari sounds like the world's dullest boxing match, and it wasn't the title that this film was gifted with in the civilised world. How do you make an underdog out of one of the largest and wealthiest corporations to have ever existed when it's going up against an almost bankrupt competitor? You don't. For most of Le Mans 66, Ford is the villain, and Ferrari is off to the sidelines, which is actually a pretty cool idea, as it allows Carroll Shelby, Matt Damon, playing someone with minimal backstory and seemingly no social or sex life outside of the narrative, teaming up with grade A jerk and mind-bogglingly brilliant driver Ken Miles, no relation, played in a soon-to-be Oscar-nominated performance by Christian Bale, as someone from an as-yet undiscovered but constantly moving part of the North of England, to be the underdogs constantly battling corporate America in a bid to deliver something that was hard enough to begin with. Perfect. The other question at the heart of Le Mans 66 is, how do you make a pretty niche story that should really only be of interest to Top Gear fans, get a budget of $100 million plus advertising, and then make a profit? Well, you can't really go wrong with a good old underdog story. Also, you get some really likeable actors in, you keep the tone relatively light, you have some of the greatest car scenes since Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Allow enough time for the narrative to breathe, and there you go. Now, I'm not the biggest car guy, but even I was held spellbound by this film as it powered through an epic story whose 2.5 hours just flew by with seemingly no fat to cut. I will say, however, that to call some of the secondary characters flat is a bit of an understatement. There's also a really weird issue with the characterisation of Henry Ford II, who gets introduced in a way that makes me wonder if somewhere out there a kids' film is missing its villain. He then turns into something of an easily manipulated dunce, which felt a bit out of place, but then again, beyond Batman, no one gets any real depth or characterisation. Not that it matters really, this is a film about the car races and the people that make the cars race. Those magnificent men and their driving machine to make the whole film work. And boy do they make the whole film work. They're tense, exciting, unpredictable, and remind us that motorsport used to be dangerous. There's always a chance that you weren't coming back from a race, which adds an edge to the utterly thrilling race sequences. It's a film about people driven to attain a goal, fighting seemingly impossible odds to achieve something that, on one level, is completely meaningless, but to these guys, it
is the Holy Grail.
Whilst it doesn't really produce characters for the ages, seriously, half the Ford execs are about 2 scenes away from being foiled by a gang of pesky kids.
And I'd have done it too, if you kids hadn't come along.
It also holds some of the best race scenes I think I've ever seen, and a film like this, that's enough. Check out this film, which even my seriously uninterested in car films wife loved. Pick your jaw up off the floor, campaign to get Bale another Oscar. Check out 2016 documentary film The 24-Hour War if you want to know what really happened. It's even crazier than what was on the screen, and I'll see you next time. So I definitely think that you should see it. But what do you guys think, and what is your favourite based on a true life story? Comment below, let me know. I'm Daniel at Spinner Dunking. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe.